I'm sitting here with Darryl MC Daniels. Okay,
how you doing? What's
come
going
on, Run DMC. You guys started all this. You guys.
Well, no, we didn't really start it. You guys actually started it. You rock and roll guys, all of you guys gave us the foundation and the backbeats and the music for us to rap over.
You turned it all upside down and every which way. What were you listening to before you rap? I mean, so you were listening to rock.
No. My story's funny. When I was a little kid growing up in Hollis, Queens, New York, it's a lower suburban class area, Hollis, Queens, and radio back then was beautiful. There was this station, 77 WABC, and I think one of the jocks was Dan Ingram, and I never knew it said Dan Ingram. I just remember that. But they used to play Jackson 5. They used to play James Brown, Sly and the Family Stones. As a little kid, I never cared nothing about afros, high heels, and soul music. It was something about Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, Harry Chapin, Procol Harum.
Procol Harum, one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah. It was just something about the so-called classic rock, the real rock and roll, and also the folk rock artists that captivated me as a little kid. Creedence Clearwater Revival, John Fogerty. All of that music as a little kid, me sitting there playing with my G.I. Joes and toys. You know, James Brown was cool, Sly and the Jackson 5 was cool, but it was just something about the sound of rock music. I think it was the guitars, I think it was the drums. Even Elton John. It was like, who is this guy playing the piano and making rock and roll? So as a kid, I always wanted to be a rock star. That's why when I started rapping, we made the song King of Rock.
What a trip. I mean, you were the first guys to do it, to cross into the bring the rock thing and into MTV and cross the rap thing over to, us rocker guys and all that say, we're going, huh?
Think about it like this. I mean, it works now, and even back then, we was exposing your guys' music to a whole new audience. Mick Jagger. You know what I'm saying? The Rolling Stones and Van Halen. We wanted to be where you guys were.
Oh, man, well, we were having a good time. I got to tell you, you pretty much brought Aerosmith back into the fold. I mean, not that they weren't done. They weren't done by any means, but you put them, elevated them to a whole nother level with that song. I mean, that was incredible.
Well, it worked both ways. The beautiful thing about that was when we originally was going to do Walk This Way, we learned the record. We had never heard the lyrics because Jam Master Jay would never let the record play that far. So we went in the basement, and some of you young people out there, we put the needle on the record, and we had to let the record play. And it's like, and then Steve's voice came on, and me and Ron was like, oh, hell no, we're not doing this. This is folk rock country pumpkin mountain music. You're weird us, but with a little emphasis to convince me and Ron to, because Jay, you know what's funny? Jay had said to us, he says, calm down, guys, calm down. Because I want to talk about me. I'm DMC, the place to be, the best MC in history. There will never be an MC better than me. Jay had to convince, he said, stop, listen. Listen to Steve. Listen to his flow. He's rapping.
Yeah.
And when you think it, you guys were already rapping.
But not me necessarily, but no, that song was a good example.
Actually,
Steve's lyrics were always real rhythmical.
It was a cadence, right. So Jay said,
but the thing that I always wondered about hip-hop is like, as a lyricist and stuff, do you guys sit and write the lyrics and go through them and change them, or do you just let that shit go? How is it?
It's both.
I get the feeling that sometimes it's just
it's both.
Not even thought about. Right?
No, it's both. The majority of the songs is just saying what you feel, whatever. But a lot of songs such as It's Like That and That's the Way It Is, My Adidas, those songs we sat down and were written out like a song, like, or change that verse, D, don't say that, this,
like the rockers do. That's what we have to do.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question, no, we sit down and write songs. We sit down and write songs. Like, the whole Adidas idea came about because when I was growing up, we had this doctor in our neighborhood named Dr. D's, and he was very influential.
You remember this too? Look at this thing.
Yeah. And it was a rite of passage for every parent to drive you by Dr. D's house and say, see that house? You see that car? That's what you get when you go to school and get a good education. You little okay. So Dr. D's was looked up to. He would write these newsletter bulletins, and it would address obesity, food, drug abuse. One week his newsletter was felon shoes. And he was partially right, but he's kind of wrong. He said, you see those young people in front of the stores with their fresh sneakers on? those are the problems of our neighborhood. Now, he was probably right, because the first thing you would do if you sold some drugs was go get some new sneakers. Right, but I took it personally because I was like, yeah, I wear Adidas, but I'm a student at St. John's University. My friend over there, he wears Adidas. He worked 3 jobs just to get 1 pair of sneakers. So when we went to write the Adidas songs, we had to write a song about it. So my thing was, at that time, my experience was, I stepped on stage at my Adidas, walked through concert doors and roamed all over Coliseum floors. I stepped on stage at Live Aid, all the people gave, and the poor got paid. And out of speakers, I did speak.
Good
I
God.
wear all my sneakers, but I'm not a sneak. So we wrote songs.
These are mine,
We
first
wrote
of all.
them. Yeah,
you
those are
understand?
definitely
I had
yours.
them go out and reach out for these. But so what was
Yeah.
that? So how in the hell did you come up with the idea of just doing this shit? I mean,
No,
come on,
it's
this
simple.
is,
No.
This
I'll
is like
tell
a
you.
fad. I mean, right? If you
No,
go around-
no. I'll tell you how
You
it
took
came
all the
about.
laces out?
No.
What do you gotta do?
You were so happy. Yeah, you take this. You take no shoestrings in them. Did not win them. Brought them off the Ave with my black lead denim. But the reason why we took the laces out was this. It was a little kid inspirational thing. You were so happy to get a new pair of sneakers. You would go in the store with the old ones on, pull these out the box. You didn't have time to lace them up because you wanted to get them on your feet so bad.
Oh,
you would
brother.
leave the old ones on. Y'all could put those in the box, and you would walk out the store without lacing your shoes up.
Dear, I was poor, but I laced my shoes up. But my mama slapped the shit out of me if I didn't.
No. We were so happy. We didn't want to take time.
And
you see how long that took?
Look at that. And
But see, it's different now. It's crazy. They put the laces in the shoes for you. In our generation, remember this, the laces came in a box.
You are right. You are
When we were
right.
younger,
and I
we're
remember,
about the same age.
Yeah,
We
I
were
used to
younger.
like-
The laces would come in a box, so we wouldn't want to take time. We putting these on and we going out to show off our new sneakers.
We don't do funky cold Medina now.
No. Oh, baby.
Yeah, a little Montrose.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Montrose 72.
1972.
One more time. Look like it. When you need a friend, through thick and thin. Don't look to those above you.
Look inside yourself.
When you're down and out, sure ain't no house!
Yo, we definitely can make a record.
Brother, come on, anytime. Oh, man, I never had so much fun in my
Thank
life
you, man.
on this show. Let me
Crazy.
make a statement.
I love
Signing
that
off, it's the
song.
most fun I've ever had on this show with any artist right there.
Thank you.